going to start with my palettes first. And I have quite a few. So the first thing is my Eyes, Lips, and Face palette. I'm going to do the best that I can to show you. I'm probably not going to open them, especially these bigger ones, due to my limited space. That's one. I got this palette from eBay and I did the design, but it comes solid black, a matte black finish. Let's see. And I did the Velcro thing to keep it closed because when I got it, the snap part was broken. So this was my way of rigging up a way of keeping it closed for travel. But this is how this one looks, and there is 3 layers. So this is the first layer. Let me move this other one so we can have more space. So this is the first layer. And they have this little red string on the side. Let's see if you guys can get a glimpse of it. Okay. And you just lift it up and you go to your next layer. Which there go the next layer. Don't know how well you guys can see with the plastic. Let's do like that. Okay. That's the next palette or layer. Then the last one is your pretty blues and greens. And I really don't remember how many's in here now. It's been a while since I purchased it. And I purchased many other palettes after. So I really don't remember. Okay. And I'm not going in any particular order. I'm just grabbing whatever I see next. This palette is the LA Girl Nudes. And that's how that palette look. And it comes with a mirror, but I'm not going to show it. You probably got a glimpse. If you did, great. If not, I'm not going to show it because I don't want to blind anybody. The next palette is my Sleep palette. And when I purchased it, it was broken, the mirror. And that's how that palette looked. And they did refund me. I contacted them, and I believe I got it on Amazon, but I contacted them and they refunded me some money. The next palette is the Missy Lynn palette. Mostly everyone knows about the Missy Lynn. And it comes with a mirror at the top part. And then this is her beautiful palette. I love her highlighters. And I love these. Love it all. There's nothing about it I don't like. I love every bit of it. This is the Color Workshop palette. And it also has a mirror. Let me get this plastic off. I'll flip it. Where you can see the colors. It's beautiful. If you want any swatches of any of these palettes, just leave a comment below. The next one, which my daughter just purchased this for me, is a Profusion Perfect Blend Natural. And I have used it. As a matter of fact, the eyes I have on today is from this palette. LA Colors Neutral palette. I thought that was pretty. Little simple palette. You can pack in your purse. Very compact. The next palette is the Revealed One palette. And I'm going to open it for those who does not know what it looked like yet. Because they have a palette 2 and palette 3. My daughter has the palette 2. And we both want each other's palette as well. Okay, and this is what it looked like. It does not come with a mirror. And those are the colors. Beautiful palette. Next palette is Profusion Pearl eyeshadows. I love this palette, especially this gold one right here. Let me open it so the reflection can go away. But that's the gold I love. I love that one, kind of bronzy gold. These are the colors. I turned this sideways so you guys can see the palette better. But it's very, very, very pigmented and very pretty. The next one is another Profusion. Thanks to my daughter, she just bought us the Smoky. She told me every day is Mother's Day that she don't have to wait to buy me something, which I thought was super sweet. These are the colors. Very beautiful. I love that color right there. I hope the camera is doing justice. I really hope so. The next palette is my Shani, I believe. Shani. I think it's Shani. And let's see. Like I said, I'm not working with a lot of space, guys. So let's do it like this. And you open it up, and I'm going to back it up a little bit because of that mirror. And then take that top layer off. And these are the colors for the top. First half, top second half, then you slide it over. You got a middle half, or middle section, sorry, that's the middle section. And then let's take this section that I slid over and you lift it up. Okay? And you close it back down and you slide it back over to the middle. Then you have this one over here. Okay, let's move the camera. That you flip this one up and you have those colors. Then you close it and slide it back over. And then you just close it. I'm so sorry, I'm really dealing with limited space. Let me open it back up. Stick that back down in there. Okay, but I really love this palette. This is, matter of fact, I wrote it on the back. That was one way to make sure I remember. The Shani 180 Luxe Shadows. And I also wrote the date on the back so I know how long I have it. Okay, the next palette, got this last October, last Halloween. Is the Wet n Wild Fantasy Makers glitter palettes. It's really nice and glittery. It's good for Halloween, but it's good for after Halloween, especially these colors and the glitter. Very pigmented. The next one is the Perfect 12 Colors. Thank You, My Daughter, again, by Absolute. She got this at the beauty supply store. Very nice. The next one is a NYX Natural. Very, very, very nice. I really like it. Don't know if the camera shows how much I use that one for. It's a good high brow bone. It's a real good brow bone. Next one is this one. My daughter got this one. I think it's very, very, very pretty. It's colorful, very pigmented. This one is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. I hope the camera is doing it justice. I mean, beautiful. Look at that. Look at those colors. Look at that. Just beautiful. The next one is Broadway Eyes Sexy Smoke. And this is also a beauty supply. Get them open. Some of these palettes are really hard to open. And it looks like that, and it's beautiful. I believe they're all, no, they're going matte. There's a matte. There's like 2 mattes, and that's it. The next one is a LA Colors. My daughter got this one for me too. It's pretty. Those colors are more shimmery. Next palette is Maybelline New York, number 10 palette, Sunbaked. And this used to be my favorite palette of all times. This is my old school favorite palette. Every time I ran out, I made sure I ran back to get another one. Next one is the Perfect 10 Profusion number 3 palette. Beautiful. Very shimmery. The next one is Perfect 10 number 2 palette. Now this one's glittery and shimmery. I don't know if you guys can see the glitter in it, but beautiful. This palette is a Perfect 10 number 1 palette. And they're Profusion. All these are still Profusion. And they're like, oh yeah, 10. Perfect 10. So there's 10 shades in each. The next one is a Color Mates number 3 palette. And I just randomly picked that up because I saw the greens. And for the price at the store, I mean, why not? Doesn't hurt just to see. And it was pretty pigmented. I like it. I don't know if you notice, in mostly every palette of mine there's a gold, and you can definitely tell I use them. The next palette is a Twinkle Twinkle Profusion. It's the 5. And those are pretty. Very, very pretty. I'm sorry if you hear the rambling. It's just, you know, I can't sit them all up here on the counter, so I have to dig in what I have them in. The next palette is this LA Colors 16 palette. And this palette is super gorgeous. And it's kind of tight. There we go, got it. Look at those colors. And they are highly pigmented. I love that. I'm not going to swatch any unless you guys comment below and ask and request it. But they are beautiful. Look at that palette. The next one is the same palette, same, you know, brand in 16. But the shades are different. And that's that palette. And I'll come a little closer just so you can kind of see each one a little bit better. And I love that purple. I don't know if you could tell, I done dug and dug into that one. Beautiful. The next one is another LA Colors eyeshadow palette. It's the 28 color. And it's more on the neutral side. And most of them are matte. So they're very beautiful. Very beautiful. Okay. And the rest, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I'm gonna go through these next 12 pretty fast, just because they're all Profusion, so I don't have to mention that part. And some of these are rubbed off where I cannot see, like if it's palette 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course, as you see, the back doesn't have anything. So I'm just going to open and show you their colors. But they're all Profusion, and I'm just going to lay it to the side. This is the Gemini, and it's still Profusion, palette number 2. It has glitter. Gemini number 1, more shimmery and pretty. The Natural palette, mostly matte. The Berry palette, very pretty. The next palette is the Shimmer. Very gorgeous. Look at all that shimmer. Oh, the camera, I don't believe it's doing it justice. Very shimmery. Look at that. Trying to angle it where you guys can see that. The next one is Smoky. Next one is the number 2, Twinkle Twinkle. I think all of those are beautiful, and they shimmer. The next one is number 2, Color Me Glow. The next one, Color Me Glow number 4. And I don't know if you guys noticed, that's a little trick for the ones you don't want it to, if you don't want something to rub off, just put some clear polish on it. It leaves that little foggy look, but it still keeps the writing. Color Me Glow number 1. Color Me Glow, don't know what number, but very pretty. Look at that blue. Gorgeous. Okay, the next up, let me this is Clean Color American Icon, and it is the Terracotta eyeshadow. And I mean gorgeous. This one is the Matte Purple. You can use these wet or dry too. They pop, the colors will pop more if you use a base as well as using it wet. This color is Bayou. Beautiful blue. Sterling. Fuchsia. This is the Clean Color 4 Quad. And it doesn't have a name. Oh, yes, it does. It's considered jazz. And those greens are beautiful. And I'm going to tell you now, this palette is pigmented. Highly pigmented. The next is Milani Green Fortune. You can use wet or dry. And when I say beautiful, gorgeous. This one is marbleized. Oh no, sorry. It's just called Fusion. I'm trying to get it open. Sometimes these shadows are really hard to open. That is so beautiful. Look at that. Get your life. Beautiful. The last Milani is Must Have Fuchsia. Let me get it open first. Beautiful. And this next one is Espresso Lane Baked Eyeshadow. I want to say, yeah, this is by Jordana. And I love using this as a transition as well. Next one is Desert Festival by Wet n Wild. Thank you, daughter, because I really, really wanted it. I love the orange and the brown. Love it all in the whole palette. The next one is a LA Colors. It's called Truffles. I like this one too. Next is the Profusion. It done rubbed off, so I don't know. But it's really cute. Now these next ones, I got this around Christmas time. I bought the. Each one came as a in a package, like a gift package, but I bought them for myself. The white stands for day and the black stands for night. So this is what I'm going to do just to show these quicker. I'm not going to open them. This one is a green and a beige, or kind of like green and vanilla. Definitely love these two. The brown and gold, goldy brown, I guess, copper brown. I'm going to open this one just so you guys can see, because I really like that one. I like that. And these white ones are days. Then this one, very pretty color, and one like that. I'm gonna open it. As you can tell, I've used the two neutral ones. The night, I don't think I've used any of the night ones. That one is pretty. The purple, lavender, the greens, pretty. And they're, as you can already see, they are by e.l.f. And I have used this one because this one's the silver one. I will open this one. I think that is so pretty. Okay, we're almost done. Have the LA Color Shimmering Loose Eyeshadow in the color Radiant. And it's very, very, very pretty. The next one I have in that is Sunshine. There's some more of your gold. And this is how it looks on the inside. And the little brush just goes in there. Okay. Okay, there we go. And then the last one of that is Snow White, which is more silver. It's not actually white, it's silver. Sparkly silver. Next, I have the Maybelline Color Tattoo Pigment, 24-hour pigment, Breaking Bronze. Whoa, sorry, I opened the sucker upside down, didn't I? Let's do that again. Let's turn it that way, because the bottom looks like the top. Well, the bottom, never mind. There we go. Breaking Bronze Color Tattoo. The next one is Downtown Brown, and it's by Color Tattoo. It's a loose pigment. Next is NYX Roll-On Shimmer, and this is in Chestnut. Very pretty. Yep, well, I might as well show it to you on my thumb. This is Sally Girl Gold. I'm not going to open it. That's that. Sally Girl Brick House. I love that one. Love them all. And Sally Girl No Name, but 388 127. It's a pretty purple. Next is Wet n Wild Brulee, Wet n Wild Spiked, Wet n Wild Brass. Next is an e.l.f. Brownstone. Never use it, but I have it. Next, I don't have a color name for neither one of these, so I'm just going to show you both. But they're both by e.l.f. And they say long lasting lustrous eyeshadow. Lustrous. This one is more silvery, creamy silver, and this one is more gold. Last but not least, oh no, not last but not least, let me show you this palette. It's by Broadway Eyes. It's by Broadway Eyes, and that palette is very pretty. Okay, now last but not least, just got these from Sally's the other day. It's the gold and the silver sparkle effects. And I believe the gold is called Gold Digger, and the silver is called Silver Lining. So that's the end of my eyeshadow collection. Thanks for watching, and if you would like for any swatches of any of the palettes, please leave the name of the palette down below and request for me to swatch it, and I will do so.